Um, Good morning. I am in my dorm because I'm in my dorm because usually I wouldn't be in my dorm because my both my roommates would be here, but one of my roommates is gone for the weekend. The other one went somewhere. I don't know when he's coming back. So now I have the dorm to myself. And look, it's nice having the dorm to yourself. Like it's quiet. The sun is shining through. I have a desk right in front of the window and it's beautiful. I mean, genuinely, it's beautiful. I look out into the courtyard and there's big trees. It's kind of enclosed. And, I don't know, it's nice and comfy, which I like. I would give you a tour. I don't know. I'll give you a tour of my desk, I guess. Like, fuck, okay. Um, Yeah, I might have to cut that out because I might just show my like roommates thing. But here, I'll just like go this way. Ugh. Here's the outside. It's actually like kind of nice. Ooh, ooh, beautiful. And here's my desk. Here's my journal. I'm reading a Jack Reacher book right now. I have some plants which I'm trying to keep alive. And there's my speaker. There's a bunch of like of my dishes that I just used that thing to dry on. Tissues. Um, Tissues for blowing your nose. And peeling eggs. If you know me, I eat a lot of eggs. And in college, I can't cook them every morning like I used to. So I put them in an egg cooker, which is this thing that you can put eggs in. You just puncture a hole in each egg. You put it down there, and it's basically boiled eggs. Like it comes out like that. So it's been cool. It's a little bit of a hassle. Sometimes I forget, and then I don't eat breakfast, and then I'm kind of hungry in the morning, and then I'm more likely to eat like batch stuff for lunch and whatnot. But it's all right. It's all right. Um, Dude, my ring looks so shiny in the sun. I got this from Salzburg, which is in Austria, I think. And I got these rings from Japan. This one's from a store. This one's actually a Czech coin that I thought was pretty cool because they made it into a ring. They like literally created a ring out of it. If you look closely, you can see like the Czech Karuna text on it. And there's my Whoop, which I don't know if I'm gonna extend the subscription of. It's like $250 a year, and like that's I feel bad now that when I use my parents' money, and I know I like care about my sleep, but I don't know if the Whoop is necessary for that. I think I like the aesthetic of it more than I necessarily do the functionality of it at this point. Because my sleep got fucked up over the summer, and I still was wearing my Whoop, so I guess my Whoop doesn't solve all my problems in life. Speaking of the devil, speaking of sleep, I just got up at 10:30. I woke up at 8, got up and turned off my alarm, and 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 bro, dude, there's this girl that I like who's literally just like walking right there right now. I wonder if she ever like sees me here because I'm on the second floor. My window's open. But anyways, I like got up at 8 and then I just basically basically um all right, basically and I was like I'll sleep till 9 and I put the alarm for 9 and woke up. I was like, okay, I'll just maybe I can like lay in bed for longer. And then Oh, that's my roommates. Anyways, so um, I've been thinking. I've just been. I've just been thinking, bro. Um, on the nature of friendship and the nature of human connection and authenticity. Because for me, like coming to college, um, here's another thing. Coming to college, I was super excited to exercise my social skills. I like cold approach people in general, not just girls, and be honest and realize like the world is a much friendlier place than I previously my nervous system told me. And not like I just wasn't nervous, but I was excited because I saw the potential in like just being able to talk to people and have a good time. And once you have that kind of mindset when it comes to just enjoying other people's company, being present, and never like regretting just the process of connecting with another human being, which happens on a small and like large basis every day. You make friends, and those friends are very, I don't know, good people to have in your life because you want them to be in your life. And but it's not just for making friends, it's every day. It's just like connecting with people because if you really see everyone's soul, like you'll see that everyone's beautiful. Everyone has their own inner child. Everyone is, you know, learning and growing and all that kind of stuff and are in different paths and whatnot, but they all are human, and that's what makes us together, makes us one, you know. So no, I was just so excited. I think most people have that kind of mindset. Most people like are just super excited to get to know people because dude, if you couldn't tell when I was giving like the tour of my desk, like or like outside the window here, my my room is basically like it overlooks like this other building right here, kind of like or the entrance of it. So people walk in and out, and I just like look at that building, and I just like saw this other girl that I was attracted to. Hopefully, people can hear me that I'm attracted to. Like, there was one day where she was just like came from the gym, or I saw her in the gym or whatever, and I just like thought she was so fucking bad. Um, but she has like a serious face. Like, it's like I don't think I've yet to see her laugh yet or like smile, which is I don't know if that's a red flag or if that's just a personality thing. But not like I'm gonna just like put all my marbles in the same jar, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that's an expression, but you get what I mean, right? Um, no, like in high school, there's just this nerves. The same thing with going into middle school. Like, am I gonna be cool? Am I gonna be popular? And those thoughts are still going through my head as I'm in college, but now much less so. But also, just like for those popular kids who are just like, or people who are social, are just so excited to get school started because they have the comfortability of knowing that they will make friends, that fate has determined them to meet people in their lives that they can connect with on a daily basis, and they can do it without embarrassing themselves or not necessarily, but being rewarded by that. And um, I think it's a natural part of being human. So, and I'm just so I was like so excited because I was like I would have been hella nervous if I hadn't seen what was possible over the summer socially. And every time you judge your worth, every time you get nervous and you think that you can't, that you don't like talking to people, that you won't get anything out of it, it totally makes sense that you would go into a social environment thinking this is just dreadful. Like, why am I have to do this? Why does everyone else like this so much? Um, and and so here, and so no, that's something that's super cool about going to high school. But I think college, when you get more mature, it's more fun. Um, no, but what did I want to talk about today? I wanted to talk about friendship. I mean, I there's very few people in my life whom I feel loved by. Like, I'll just get this out of the way first, which is my parents. Like, I know my parents love me. There's no doubt about it. And they care about me and protect me and do things to maintain my well-being and survival, I suppose. But it's not like just loving your kids is an intention. It's like an action. Like, how, like, do they really feel loved? And so I saw a quote. It's like the people in your life that you should keep are like the people who not just love you, but know how to make you feel loved. And I don't know, my parents definitely need to work on that. That's not their fault or anything. I suppose it is their fault, but it just basically like I guess I'm trying to not hold any grudges there. Um, I don't know, they don't do a horrible job, but I don't want to go too deep into it. The point is, I don't know, like having family. People are like one of my core values is family. Like I totally aspire to that in the future. I want to be the best ever husband, the best ever father, and make my family feel loved. And that's like a core part. That could be a core part of the meaning in your life, the sense of belongingness and love and connection and being valued and validated. And if you don't have that, I guess you go to friends, you go to other means, or other family members, and for me, I just feel like there's like maybe like two or three people where I just genuinely feel valued by them in my life and feel loved and feel like there's like a mutual connection there. And I think that's awesome. Like having that as an example in my life gives me so much hope. But I'm also greedy in the sense that like I would like more of that. And I don't and I would like and I guess it's hard because I don't know if it's supposed to be an arduous process, a long process where you don't really feel that until a couple years in, or like you have to spend a lot of time with that person, like over 50 hours to truly get to know them and then see them as a friend. Um, because I really hate it when people just throw around the word like, "Oh, I'm going with the boys" or "going with a friend or a couple friends." Like, it makes me feel FOMO, first of all, because I'm like, "Oh, how did they just have these friends and they're just like hanging out and stuff?" It's not like I do anything different, because I hang out with people too, and would call them my friends. But a second thing is like the sense of cynicism that comes with when people say friends. Like, who are you really friends with? Are like people in your life who you call friends with people you are physically just being there with, or is it more than that? Is it like people who you care about, you genuinely wish the best for, and who wish the best for you, and you feel connected to them on a certain level or basis that maybe doesn't need complete explanation, but it makes your nervous system feel comfortable and loved and valued and cherished in all the good ways that you would want to express that to someone else. Like, how much time and effort does it really take for that to happen? And how do people from childhood, being kids in elementary school, learn and develop that all the way until they reach middle school and then high school? Like, what are the healthy stages of development that allow people to thrive? And I just don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know. But if it seems to me, no, whenever I hear people who are genuinely connected with a lot of people, I don't know, I feel a little behind. I feel like kind of, dude, is that not, I feel a little sad. Because when you don't have that kind of stable base, you just want to please everyone. You do things and you rush the process by trying to be agreeable, smile at everything everyone says, laugh and make jokes even when you don't feel like it, not sit upright even though you should, or just things that I guess would be congruous with your sense of self and self-expression, because you don't trust the fact that you can't make friends because you never had a history of making friends in the past. And that's what's so challenging. Like like I was just so uptight about even just getting to know good people. And like with Kyber, for example, who's one of my good friends, I just like even I think pretty much until like the last couple weeks, it could just be me working on my social anxiety and examining my self-worth and kind of expression of self and authenticity. That could be it, but also just time and acceptance. I was just still so uptight around him, even though he was doing like everything he could to be present, like as a friend with me. Like I could see it, but this my nervous system, the way that I felt like I was conditioned to act or behave. It was just so, I mean, hesitant and uptight and unsure of myself, and that's hard. That's really hard. And I guess I sympathize with the people who have struggled with believing that they could, you know, maintain and be loved really at the end of the day, because it fucks up a lot of your creates these stories about yourself that are just so fucking ruthless and miserable and painful because you just feel so lost. In any case, that's like the backdrop of the fact that, I'm in this stage of like getting to know people, and continuing to certain friendships that I've created in college. And I don't know. I go to the dining hall and there's so many people. I don't know who to sit with, and there's always like the thought in the head, I want to sit with like a pretty girl so I could get to know her, and then I could like date her and like have a relationship, like a romantic relationship. Because you only need one. You only need one to work out at the end of the day. Um, but there's so many people you could potentially talk to, and I guess, there's no point in like worrying about what you can't control. But there are things you can control in terms of uh, in terms of just social opportunities. I've gotten to a point where I don't. Yeah, I realize I don't think it needs to be selfish. If you come in with a positive attitude, a giving attitude, and you are present and you feel good about yourself, that generally helps. And you give eye contact, you maintain good posture, you smile, genuinely like smile because you see them and you're willing to listen. Like never in a million years would that be called selfish, and should that be called selfish? And if someone doesn't listen or isn't present with you or kind of doesn't really want to talk to you or is tired or rejects you or is talking to their friend or turns away or doesn't say hi back, that's nothing to do with you. Um, that was my main concern when it came to talking, when it came to my social anxiety. I just thought I was just sapping other people's things. It was like a moral concern for me. And now that I've gotten over it, and also kind of some of the social anxiety that comes with talking to people and thinking that they don't want to talk to me or they think I'm weird. Um, it's like, how much do you need other people in your life? I'm at a point where I'm pretty happy with all the things that I'm doing. Like, I've joined judo. I've been, I went surfing once already here at Berkeley. I've done paddleboarding, windsurfing, rock climbing. I've been hitting the gym, run club, a bunch of hikes, growing these plants here, meditating in the courtyard, journaling, cooking downstairs, going to my classes, talking to people on the way out of my classes, talking to people in the dining halls, talking to people on our floor in our unit. I feel pretty happy, and I just like the only thing I guess I kind of need to work on, and shout out Neil, who's my sleep accountability sleep accountability partner. That's like the only thing I need to work on really is like consistent, good quality sleep, which is getting better now. And I feel like having someone to do it with makes it feel much less lonely, um, or hard, I suppose, because you know that someone else is doing it with you, and it's fun, and you feel connected to someone that way. Um, no, but it's like, do I need people in my life? Like, how do I know if I need people? Like, I really, really enjoy spending time with Kyber, with, like, because he lived, like, literally in the same unit. Because I think he sees me and he gets me. And hopefully I do the same for him. But how many of those people do you really need in your life? And it's more complicated when I think about it, like the fact that it's different for everyone. Like, and not, I just, um, it's not just I, it's, it's not just me, it's, also, it's like Mr. D'Onofrio told me he only has like 5 good friends, and he sees them like every couple months, or like he hasn't even seen one of his friends for a couple years and they like immediately hit it off. But like, I guess when you think of it in a scarcity perspective, it's like, what things do I need? What parts of the puzzle do I need to make my life fulfilling? And because you can't really know until you start living your life and going with the flow. Um, no, yeah, it's hard. Okay, but I'll go back to that topic because I'm still thinking. Um, Another thing, last podcast I talked about talking to 91 girls, and I honestly didn't even like talk that much about what I learned, because here's like the thing, like every single time I approached, it was still, even toward the end, like I felt like my ego was like telling me, you've done this so many times, like you know more information than other guys, like you know this, like you got this, bro. So I would go and like just fucking wing it, but every time it'd be like I'm like trying to perform here. I'm like trying to what's it called? Self-amuse. I'm trying to speak confidently. I'm trying to convey intent. I'm trying to uh you know push pull, not hold a like have an evaluative frame when it comes to girls and all these things. I f- I was still just bound. Like it just felt like I was destined to at some point crack during the interaction, to for them to see that I was nervous and that I was unsure of myself, and for them to lose their attraction as soon as that happened. And it was hard because you know how bad you want to like have intimacy with someone, with like a with someone like at this age. Like I don't know if that's just like another way of saying like I really want to have sex, because I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more like I feel behind. I feel like it's a necessary part of growing and exploring and learning at this stage of life, that I don't want to wait until later to go find someone that I love and not have any experience whatsoever, because I don't know what how to be healthy in a relationship or what a relationship encompasses. So that's part of it. Um, it's not just like, but also like, how nice would it be to hold someone in your arms who you love or who you care about and they care about you, and to have that intimacy. Like, like imagine doing that with like a guy. Like that's just looking not the same thing, you know? Like at that point you just be like gay. And um which I'm not. So I can't be doing that. Um yeah, I still feel like kind of restricted in terms of my voice. When I say things, I can tell when people say things and they're enjoying themselves and they trust themselves, and it's not necessarily in the words they say, but kind of the whole I don't know, vibe behind it and where it's coming from. For me, I'm almost judging my voice a lot every time I say things. I want to speak from a place of purpose, a place of higher consciousness, if you know what I mean. But it's tough. I mean, I don't know. I just like I like you wonder why you say things. I think about this during conversations too. I mean, I'm kind of treating this like as a journal almost. Like I just write whatever the fuck comes to my mind, and I suppose it's healthy. I suppose it's the right thing to do, but I don't know. Like I would like this to be entertaining. I would like this to be, I don't know, hopefully helpful, but also self-reflective for me too. But then I feel like I've lost a sense of purpose if I'm not really helping you in any way when you're listening to this, to you as someone who is listening to this, as an audience member. Um, oh yeah, just this is what I was talking about. In conversations, it's it, like, am I saying the right thing? Is there even such thing as a right thing? What am I even doing here? Am I maximizing my happiness in life? And it's like knowing that you're not in the right direction. It's very, very clear when it comes to like me eating junk food, me taking binging food, you know. Um, like I know it's not right, but it's almost like a similar line of thought when I'm in conversations with people and I'm like making a joke or making a weird noise or expression or my friends, and I'm like, is this legit? Like, am I being legit right now? Am I being honest? Is this my integrous self? Am I being incongruous? And there's like, I guess there's a fine line to walk between adapting yourself to relate to other people, but not suppressing your, authenticity versus, um, versus like just, I don't know, just maintaining your own sense of peace or aura. Like there's certain people who I talk to who will just be talking the whole time when I talk to them. It's like like you really like talking, but also like they don't like seem fulfilled or like I don't know, seem like in a higher consciousness place. It's kind of just coming running out of their mouth. No disrespect to them, but like sometimes it can be interesting. And other people will just not really say anything. Like occasionally they'll give a light joke or ask a question, but they'll keep on doing what they're doing. And it's like, is this personality? Like, what the fuck? Like, why are people like this? Like, what do I do? There's someone I want to tell you about, Seb Jones, who, dude, I told my roommate it'd be 30 minutes. It's already like almost 30 minutes, so I'm gonna speed this up. I'll make this probably like another 10 minutes. And when he comes back, I'll just finish it because there's some like funny fucking stories about girls I want to tell you. Um, what did I say? Oh fuck. Dude, it's such a vibe here. It's such a vibe here. Like it's so nice. Like the sun coming through here. Like oh my god. Just coming out of the cold shower. Like my hair's wet and stuff. Um, Seb Jones. Like he's a YouTuber slash spiritual teacher, but you should definitely go check him out. I'll put some videos. If you're a man, you would definitely benefit from this. His stuff is about higher and lower consciousness. And then there's also the um yeah, and just being real, like when you step into the real, when you step into truth, like everything's just really about expressing your truth, just being your truth, being your truth. Like when you step into that, you realize that a lot of your problems, like your mental contortions and confusions, a lot of it is resolved by understanding, what is true to your heart. Okay, anyways, that was an abstract way of saying he's a great YouTuber with a lot of knowledge that I think you could benefit from. Another YouTuber who I linked in the previous podcast episode, Casey Weber, is about like it's kind of a lot of it about social anxiety, but his YouTube video about letting go, like that was the antithesis to everything I've learned over the summer about cold approaching, about like confidence tactics, about a lot of that stuff isn't necessarily manipulation. It's more just like practicing how you treat yourself in these social interactions and how you treat yourself and how you view these your like relationship to women, which I think is a positive thing, but this was like more of just like when you are nervous, like after these 91 girls I talked to over the summer, I was like, why am I still just so fidgety, so unable to deny the belief in myself that I'm not worth it, that I'm not good enough, that I'm chopped, that I'm ugly, like all these negative things that, hold me down, that that I'm traumatized, that like that I've never had real friends before, like, or I just don't have much experience, that that I'm unable to be kind without being selfish, like stuff that just, it goes back to your childhood traumas and your triggers and all those things, like sitting with those emotions because they will go away. Sitting with those thoughts unconditionally is, it's called release work, is so powerful. Like it allows you to be confident and express your intention, your desire, and your honesty and your humor from a genuine place, because you now are not performing when you're talking to women. And this applies to any part of your life, really, like any talking to anybody or doing things by yourself too. You're doing it from a place of abundance, of worthiness, of truth inside you, because everyone is just such a beautiful little human being, like at the core of it, at the end of the day. And we've all been burdened or by these different things, including societal expectations or negative experiences. You don't, like, I can't tell you how many times, like the worst thing, kind of the worst thoughts that have been going through my mind recently, not recently, just like over the past couple of months, I suppose, are the thoughts where like I texted a girl and she said like or she said no, or it's like she just you know uh, basically didn't respond, like, or or like, yeah. So um no, I think, like, or when people just stop talking to me, like, or not people, just like when that did happen, like, also like that stuff trick, like there's a person I met who was in his car, and I he had like a sex wax thing hanging on his car at Berkeley, and I just assumed he was a surfer, so I asked him about it. It was like a couple weeks ago. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a surfer." Like, I asked him, "How do you get to the beach?" He's like, "Oh, you have to have a car." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I got his Instagram, and then I hit him up, and I was like, I know this is a bit of a long shot, but like, would you be willing to take me surfing on Tuesday? And he ended up just not responding. He's also like an actual swimmer. He's a swimmer at Cal, so I guess he's probably busy on Tuesdays. So I maybe shouldn't have said Tuesday, but he just didn't respond. And there's another guy I told about hiking, and sent him like this voicemail. Was like, "Oh, there's a trip to Yosemite that our Chaos Club is doing of the weekend. Like, you should join. Like, it's only $15. It's dope." And he didn't respond either. And in the past, it would have been devastating. Like, I remember in middle school when someone said hi, like sup to me in the bathroom. It was like sixth grade or something. It was like this cool kid called Jack, and he was like a little taller, like wavy hair. He was white. He was like a big white guy, not big, but just like taller white guy. And I would just like idolize these people and be like, oh my god, I just gotta be popular because they're just like cool. And I was like, hi, and then do my voice crack when I said hi. I was like, hi, and then I walked out in my head, and I just like could not like, take that out of the rest of my mind for the whole day. Like in class, sitting there, you get distracted by these things. And it just brought up all this like childhood trauma. Like it's not even trauma, but just, yeah, like these experiences that make you feel like you're not worthy, that you're not like able to. But once you really get down to it, you realize that everyone's beautiful, and like you like you don't need to boost bolster your ego in that way, because like real connection that you'll find in life will come Oh fuck. No, but yeah, I've been working on that, and that is definitely hard. Like the girl I saw at the beginning of this podcast who was walking down, like like I waved at her. I was walking with my friend, I waved at her, and then she didn't see me or something, and I was like just giving eye contact to her friend, and then I was turning away to walk into my dorm, not my dorm, but like our dorm building, and she waves back, and I didn't see it, and then she like looked away and then laughed with her friend because I didn't wave back, and then and I was like blank. I waved at you the first time and she didn't respond. She just kept walking. I don't know if she heard or if she just like I don't know. It wasn't like really like it needed a response. Anyways, I kept walking. I was like, I like what I wrote down here is like I got so much validation. I almost lost my fucking cool. Like, why am I different than other people? Why me? There's so many other people. Wait, wait, what the fuck? Why did I write that? Or yeah, like why? That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, why would this girl like me? Like, there's so many other guys. Like, how do I prove my self-worth? But you realize that everyone else has self-worth. But if everyone is like truly expressing themselves, like, then I guess you would find the person that's right for you. But not everyone does. Everyone's like performing or hiding beneath these different things, not necessarily on purpose, but just it's hard to not do that because you just really want to connect with other human beings and also be loved and find a partner and you know get laid at this stage in life. And if it's not even getting laid, just intimacy, that's like such a desired concept. Or um no, but that like but being able to just kind of ask yourself like why are you feeling this way and just like go back to those old memories. In that video you should watch it. It's like an hour and 30 minutes. He explains it. Once you get to the point where you are with yourself and comfortable with yourself and you sit with those beliefs, then you're not like doubting yourself, you know. You're not when you're interacting with the girl, you don't and the thought of like I'm not worthy comes up. Like you already know that you're worthy. It's not what you do, it's not what how your hair looks or what you're wearing or you know how deep your voice is or what techniques you use. It's simply you just being you. And it's a weird thing, and but every single person has that worth. And once you get to that point of expressing yourself to your highest, fullest, and especially when around your goal and you're like nervous to express intention, like if you are honest with that and you're sure of yourself and you're okay with the fact of rejection because you might not be attracted to you, you're okay with that. And that attracts to so many people that you would never have thought you would have attracted before because you didn't recognize your own self worth. So definitely like evaluating those past experiences and childhood traumas and triggers and sitting with them unconditionally is a it's like a revolutionary concept to me. It allows you to go into your higher states of consciousness and your higher self because you're acting out of abundance now, not out of scarcity. You're not acting out of your ego anymore. You're acting from your heart, from yourself. Um, and that's a wonderful video, so you should definitely go check it out. Um, no, what was I saying? Yeah, I guess I just fucking, you know. Oh, here's another thing. Like one of the Seb Jones videos that was also quite good. Just talked about how, like, when you see a really attractive person, which I've been seeing like since I had a sense of sexuality, which is probably like since like fourth grade or third grade even. Or no, elementary school, like first grade, second grade. You just see a woman, you're like, hey, why do I think she's like super pretty? Like, why do I want to like touch her. Like I don't know if that's not. I don't know if that's like the thought that was going through my head. But there's something weird, like something that's like connected down to your loins, if you know what I mean. Weird choice of weird choice of words there. But anyhow, um, you see really attractive people. It's illusory. Like you don't see, like it's all in your imagination really. Like you start imagining things about how perfect they are, about how just wonderful they'd be if you were with them or if you were in bed with them. Um, but you don't see just how messy their lives are. You don't see how deeply complicated and intricate their minds and their, you know, and their in their lives could be and are. And like, if you really see a beautiful person, you can't just consider their external. Like if you're truly a conscious person, you'd realize that the internal, their sense of self-esteem, their connection to their people in their lives and how much they value other people, how kind they are, how empathetic and how willing to listen they are, and what stage of life and growth and time and place they are. Like that is way more informational than simply just how they look. But after that video, I realized like looking at really attractive people instead of like I was like, I knew that I shouldn't put it on a pedestal, but naturally it was going toward that direction for some reason, and I couldn't take it off my mind that, like this person is just like so fucking attractive. Like I would love to like, just like get to know them. But like, yeah, getting to know people is a good thing, connecting with others, but you see them for like who they are. Like they're not perfect human beings. Like it's illusory. Instead, here, let me see what I wrote down. Instead, it's like, uh, bro, I don't even, I couldn't find my, what I wrote down in the notes stuff. Yeah, it's illusory. Like, just think about it. Like, we're all human beings. Like, what the fuck makes them any different if they look different? If their physical features are more attractive? Like, there's not really much of a difference, honestly. Um, for sure, you can be attractive physically to different people, but it's not even like mental. It's like truly what your heart is telling you. Like, you don't want to be with someone who's like fucked up or someone who doesn't align with you. You want to be with someone who's truly beautifully outside and inside. And I mean that physical attraction part is like not even, you can't even be calling that beautiful. It's just like some kind of imagination that you try to project your insecurities onto them for them to solve your problems or whatever. You should just go watch the video. I'm like not explaining it correctly or fully, but I suppose that's the last thing I want to say. Alright, because it's already been 40 minutes and I told my roommate 30 minutes, so I'm gonna go eat now. I'm low-key hungry. I gotta go get groceries today too and study for like an hour or two. No, probably like 2 or 3 hours because I have like a assignment and I have a test tomorrow. Honestly, the lighting for this window is good. It's like makes me like makes my like face and my like skin like look more bright, if you know what I mean. Okay, anyways. Peace out. I hope you know that things are working for you, that life, that the universe, that God has a path for you, that you are beautiful, and you just need to connect with that part of yourself. Not a part of yourself, you like the full part of yourself, the full thing, the whole package. And and that you're loved, and you will find people who genuinely care and love you, and you do the same, and you won't do it out of envy or out of jealousy or selfishness, but out of a true sense of connection. There's people that you will find. Um, so yeah. Peace.